famous sauce. Open daily. Locations in Trenton, Signal Mountain, Ringgold, and now 5203 Brainerd Road. That's Guthrie's. And I'm Sports 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Orr. On AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
Here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's got third. He's going for second. Earnhardt going for the lead.
The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series is on the Motor Racing Network.
Hot News Talk 1240.
Hear it live on the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Check it out live on Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station.
Hot News Talk 1240.
Wow! I feel good.
Good morning. Good morning. Let me turn this on live. Give me a second. All right, those of you joining us this morning, this is You and Your Health. I'm here with my co-host, Mike Steele. I'm Alan Valenzuela, president of Alliance Physical Therapy, who is sponsoring this next hour. We would love to hear from you guys, so here's your phone number to call in, 423-800-8949. That's 800-8949. Call in. We'd love to hear from you. Mike, how you doing this morning?
All right, boy. Nice to be back with you. It's been a couple of weeks.
It has been. How was your weekend?
It was really good. It was busy. It was good. Had lots of fun. And I just want you to be honest. Who was your best co-host out of the three of us? David Tulis, Russell Stroud, or me?
It was me. I went.
No, co-host. Who was the best co-host?
All of you guys were great.
That was me.
All three of you were awesome. Seriously.
No.
Like that?
Of course.
Really? No, you guys were all awesome.
I just want to see if you'd answer it. That's all.
No. You guys were all awesome. All three of you.
I can do an imitation of both of you. Ready?
All right, do it.
Okay. I'll now next week if you're not going to be on with me, it'll probably be Tulis.
Okay, Tulis.
So here we go. Here's our invitation to Tulis. Also, tell me, as far as physical therapy is concerned, do people have privacy when they go to Alliance PT? He doesn't say privacy. It's privacy. David, you drive me crazy with your privacy.
Yeah,
it's privacy.
Actually, that's not a bad imitation there.
Yeah,
probably a bit exaggerated, but it's actually
that's that good with David Tulis.
Yeah,
and Russell's more like, so let me tell you,
that is.
I'm the news director, and I want some news. What's in the news at Alliance PT? Give me the news. I'm the taco boy.
He is so good, though. He's got the perfect voice. He does our commercials. So for Alliance Physical Therapy,
well, he dropped out of school in 6th grade, so he's got to have a talent in something. He's got a voice, so we just plug him the stuff. He doesn't even write anything. We just give him he just reads it because he's got the voice.
He does have the voice,
and
he needs to say
we love Russell.
He does our commercials. He does a great job.
So how have you been over the weekend?
Great. Had a great weekend. I did. I had a Christmas party this weekend. Invited a bunch of friends over, and we had a really good time.
So you can tell we're not friends. We weren't invited.
Oh, that's sad.
I know. I'm happy because I hate
we're new friends.
Thank you that you didn't invite.
Yeah. See,
thank you.
Good friends don't get invited to parties.
Hate parties.
I'm sorry.
You know what I do at parties? My family doesn't invite me. I bring up politics.
Yeah,
and then I tick everybody off. I'll be like, "Oh, so you're for killing unborn babies, huh?"
There's your first.
That's how you not get invited to parties.
Yeah.
So tell me about your party before we talk about Alliance PT.
Just again, it was an Alliance sponsored party. I invited close friends to just tell them how much we appreciate them for their help and their service. Yeah, it was a good time.
No.
Had some karaoke going, so it's always nice when people go out up front and make a fool of themselves.
Do you know what's amazing when you do karaoke and food? This is why Italians, and we're like kindred spirits here, because we're from the romance guys.
We're from the brown side.
We're from the brown side, right? But do you notice people don't fight when they break bread?
No,
when they're
they
eating
don't, right?
pizza,
Yeah, exactly.
They may be loud. Like
no, it's true.
Culturally, my people are loud. Yeah. Italians are very loud. If they're not screaming at you, they don't love you. But when you're breaking bread, you're not fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So people are having fun. They're breaking bread.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's how we solve the world problems. Bring the leaders together, give them a big pizza.
Big pizza feed.
and tell them you're not leaving till you solve the problem.
Exactly.
Right? But is that good for what I'm going for as far as therapy is concerned? That's a question I didn't get to the other week, is how important is what I eat regarding my physical health, regarding therapy? Because I'm not one that necessarily believes that a vegetarian diet is good or a particular food is good or bad. I think once it goes into your belly, it breaks up and there's so many different chemicals and it doesn't know whether it's a cheesesteak or a piece of lettuce.
I think what you're saying is true. Here's the part that you're probably missing, though. If I put diesel in a gas vehicle, what's going to happen?
You're not going to run.
It's not going to run.
You don't have the
and
compression.
I'm exaggerating. I'm having to exaggerate here. But if we go high octane, low octane, which one's going to run better? High octane or low octane? High octane's running. So if I put garbage into my body, there's two things that you need to know.
Okay, garbage in.
Then yes, your body is amazing. It's an amazing physical being that God created. And your body will break that down and it will take the nutrients, put it where it's at. But there's going to be some secondary effects that you don't want. It's going to store fat where it doesn't need to be at. It's going to store deposit calcium into your joints that shouldn't be there. So yes, it's true that your body is very sophisticated. It can clean out most stuff. But let's think about Louisiana, because I think this is a great example when we think about the body and nutrition that you put in your body. So in Louisiana, what year was it when we had the floods?
2004, I think.
2004. What was the problem? Was the problem that we had too much rain? No. The problem was that the levee system failed.
Levee failed.
Had the levee not failed, it wouldn't have been as devastating, right? Okay, so we had an inadequate levee system. Well, that's what happens in your body when you put junk in it. Your body filters this all out, okay, and it purifies it and puts it where it's supposed to be. But if it gets too many toxins, then it's like it's a system that's intoxicating itself. It's overflowing the levee and it's going into other parts of your body, and it shows up as degenerative joint disease, migraines, TMJ, back pain.
Is that why we're seeing so many kids with what do they call that? Down syndrome. And we see a lot of Alzheimer's disease. And, because I think I know where you're coming from, because years ago, we would have the huckster and he would come by and we'd have fresh food every single day. The milkman would deliver milk. And if that milk was a day or two old, it was no good. Bread, day old, no good. But now we're eating chemicals now. That's the problem. It's almost like licking a salt lick or licking, copper or aluminum, or licking putting your tongue down. We're actually eating these chemicals, right? It's not really food.
Yeah, well, obviously, your body's going to break that down as well. But again, it's going to.
It can only take so much.
It can only take so much,
and it doesn't know what to do with it.
And what's worse is it's that frog and boiling water principle. You ever heard that?
Sure.
So you put a frog in cold water and you turn the heat up. He won't jump out because he doesn't feel the effect of it, and it comes on him slow to time. Yeah. But you throw him in boiling water, he's going to jump out. Right. It's a cause and effect issue because we don't feel the effect of what we do right away. We keep doing it. And then we complain when we get older, when we have to have a hip replacement, knee replacement, we're on a walker, and we're living in a nursing home and our family doesn't come to visit us. And that is the result of poor choices throughout our life, whatever it might be.
Well, that wouldn't be why my family doesn't visit me. They don't like me.
They don't like you.
So, no, because half of them are Democrats, so I wrote them off.
Oh, man.
But that's not to say you're a bad person if you're a Democrat. It's just me. Matter of fact, I told my other half the other day, I said, she made a comment. We were talking about diapers somehow. I don't know. The conversation of diapers came up. Oh, I know what it was. My little nephew was over there, and we were talking about changing his diapers. She's much younger than me. I just turned 59 the other day, and she's 45. So she's a baby.
Yeah. And
I'll have to be changing your diapers someday. I said, let me tell you something. Before you change my diapers, I'll fly up to 10,000 feet and go straight down. What? So you ain't changing my diapers.
No, you're
my mind is important to me. If I see my mind start to go, I'll broadcast it live. Okay, we're live from 10,500 feet. Here we go.
Crazy Mike.
We're going to pull some good numbers today.
No, you're not. No, what you're going to do is you're going to change your lifestyle
there you
now.
Go.
Make a difference. I know we all like what we like. Yeah. But at the end of the day, there are consequences for that. Not just for ourselves. It's waking up and not feeling great, being depressed, being on medications, and then it decreases our worth to our family members, what we can and can't do for them and how we react with them.
How important is the analysis of an individual when they come into Alliance Physical Therapy? You've got 10 locations all over Chattanooga. We'll be giving a number out soon. How important is it to get that information to determine whether or not that may be part of their problem, and here's the solution, or here's what you need to do, enhance yourself physically, but also mentally?
Well, it's important from the respect that we bring it up at every evaluation and treatments, and we encourage them. Look,
and how would you do that? I don't mean to sound stupid.
It's going to be kind of like what we just did. It's going to be, do the research stuff. because what I don't want to make it give anybody the wrong impression.
Yeah.
We are not dietitians.
Right.
That's not our license. So we're not going to counsel you on what you should or shouldn't eat. We're going to counsel on you, direct you in the right direction to whom you should be talking to, your doctor and nutritionist, about what are better choices in your life. Because at the end of the day, that's not our scope of practice.
I love the way you said that, better choices. Because let me tell you something. I have, over the past 40 years, have been up and down 100 pounds, and I'm not kidding. I'll go up and down. It's just my chemical makeup. My brother was more from my that side. They're all big. They can eat anything they want. I'm from my grandfather's side. They're all short and fat. So it's just one of those things where that's just how the genes fall into the gene pool. So you have to be more careful. But I can tell you this, like I've tried the low carb diet, so on and so forth. I always lose the weight, but I put it back on. But you know what I'm doing now to lose it slowly? Making better choices. I love that because the diet isn't something you go on to lose weight. A diet is a habit.
It is.
At your diet. So instead of maybe going, and I love Hershey bars. I love Hershey bars. Instead of going for a Hershey bar a day, I may go for one a week or one every 3 days.
Exactly.
And go for the banana instead. Make little baby step choices.
Absolutely.
And I've noticed I've already lost about 8 pounds in about
and it
3
won't
weeks.
Take much.
Not 5 pounds a week.
Yeah. It doesn't take much to lose weight if you'll just make better choices. And then if you will, some really simple things.
You inspired me to do that because the last time we talked, that's what you said. Yeah. And I'm being totally honest. When we first did this, co-hosted 3 weeks ago, you used the term better choices. And I was thinking, let me do that. It's so simple, but who thinks about that? Make better choice. Instead of having that, don't quit cigarettes. But you want one now, wait a minute. Chew gum, right?
Chew gum.
Wait 2 minutes. Right. That's a beautiful thing. I love that.
Well, I like the wait 2 minute rule. I have a 7-day rule. I've got friends that have 30-day rules. So when I see something I really like and I want, and then something in the back of my head says I shouldn't buy that, I have a 7-day rule. I will not buy it for 7 days unless I absolutely know I need it and it's on sale.
You're impulsive like me. You're impulsive like me. You'll see
I am very impulsive. I see something, I gotta have it. I don't care how much. I don't care how much it is. But I don't anymore. I've got a 7-day rule. I have friends that have 30-day rules, and I have found that I've saved myself money. So when you do the same thing when you eat, here's a couple things that I do. So if I know I'm going to eat and I'm really hungry, I'll go get, I'll drink a cup of coffee or drink water. I'll fill my stomach up.
Right.
By the time I'm ready to eat, I'm not so full. So that when I do eat, I don't get carried away with the eating part of it. It's when you're really full that you get carried away with eating, because then you start shoving stuff in your mouth. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as you like it. And then you've overeaten, and then you've overtaxed.
We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm using it because I can't stand just water. But I'll use the flavored water. Put a couple of drops in. I use a flavored water. In your opinion, there's nothing really wrong with that.
I don't know. I don't know what, I've read mixed reviews about Splendas. And we already know that some of the studies with the other artificial sweeteners cause cancer in lab animals. So Splenda has gotten a bad rap as of late, in the last couple of years. So I have moved towards stevia myself.
Yeah. Well, if you look at that research, I always follow the money as a broadcast journalist. And even what was the original sweetener called? Saccharin.
Saccharin, yeah.
What they did, what the sugar industry did, they funded this study. They overfed the rats and the mice. So if you overfeed anything with water, certain tumors are going to grow. So it was a tainted study, I believe, to support and prop up the sugar industry, because no human being can consume as much saccharin that these rats and mice consume. So I think the evidence is still inconclusive.
I think you may be right. For me, though, the more natural it is, the better it is. Yeah. So
but sugar's not natural either.
Well, but that's the thing, though. Honeys, stuff like that. The more natural you use, the source, your body metabolizes it better. The closer to its natural form that you take it in, your body metabolizes.
Why don't they have honey packets? That would make sense. Like
they
crystallized honey packets.
You are living in the United States, and they do make honey packets. Just
so you know. Wait a second. They have crystallized honey packets?
Well, it's not crystallized.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
It's actually a honey packet. So why you don't need it crystallized? Just pour the honey in.
No. Forget about that. We have a new business.
They have those honey packets at Starbucks, by the way.
I go there once in a while for my latte, my $6 latte.
Yeah, exactly.
Alliance Physical Therapy,
877-703-0011.
Here's 877-703-0011. They've got 10 locations because you're doing something right.
Yeah. So, and locally owned. Couple things I want to say real quick is if you're not busy, stop at one of our locations because we are a drop-off center for Toys or Tots. Put a smile on a child's face this Christmas. Drop it off, and then the U.S. Marine Corps Reserves will come by and pick it up. I think we have till Thursday this week, so we would really love to see our boxes full of toys. We've actually filled them up once already, so that's exciting.
And next year we're going to have a big to do with getting toys, big live remote for 12 hours, and I'm sure you'll be part of it next year.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And then here's the other thing. This is something you need. If you're in pain, don't wait. Call right now. You can make an appointment. The number that he just gave you, call, and we can get you in and get you out of your pain as quickly as possible. If for any reason your insurance company requires a referral, we're going to do everything that we can in our power to help you get that referral. But for the most part, you will not need a referral, and we accept 99.9% of all insurances. So, and we pretty much treat just about all of your ailments.
You can also email me at noogaradio@gmail.com, noogaradio@gmail.com, and we'll pass that on. Because a lot of people are shy about calling radio stations. Only about 0.1% call music stations, much less than that on talk stations. That's why if you listen to a talk station, you hear the same callers over and over again. And we never set up calls like other stations do. You can tell whether, hey, call him and ask him a question. So if you're shy about calling in and you're viewing us anywhere in the world, because we are broadcasting now worldwide.
That's right.
On YouTube, we're on Facebook Live. You can always email us at noogaradio@gmail.com, and I will pass that along. And let me tell you, I love the way, I'm not going to call it your app came up, but your website came up at NOPain. I need my glasses.
NoPainPT.com. NoPainPT.com. NOPAIN, P as in Paul, T as in Tom.com. No pain, because that's what we're about. We want to give your life back. We want you to feel good. We want you to help your family members feel good. So one of the big deal right now that's a big push for us, did you know, and we talked a little bit about this, that the elder, 65 plus and older, every 19 minutes, somebody is dying from a fall. Every 11 seconds, somebody's being admitted in an ER for a fall in our elderly. If you have a loved one that's on a walker or a cane, you need to call our clinics, get them in, show them the love so that we can help prevent these falls, work on their balance and their strength. And in some cases, we'll be able to get them off their walkers and their canes and give them the quality of life back. Because if you don't, here's what's going to happen. They're going to become socially isolated. They're going to become depressed. The quality of life is going to decrease, and it's going to be shortened.
Right. We're going to have those success stories on the air here, too. You're going to hear about these success stories. 877-703-11. It's nopainpt.com. I just can't see. I have new contacts, and I couldn't see the website there. But now I'm holding it in my hot little hands here.
There you go.
So this is an iPhone, and what you can do, I'm going to give you a little tip though. Use your Safari browser. If you use your Safari browser, once you bring it up, you hit. It's a little arrow up, and you could add it to your home screen. So now if I need Alliance, I just push that, and bam, it's on my home screen.
And you call
Leave
right
it on
now.
that. But I'm looking here on the home screen, physical therapy. You can click that and get information. Aquatic therapy, we talked about that.
We should talk a little bit about that right now.
Let's do it.
Okay, so here's the deal. If you're a runner, and running is a big deal right now. It's a big industry because you have a lot of businesses holding on 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons, full marathons, triathlons. Everybody has gotten involved, and that's awesome because we really need to get off our couches and get active. Here's one of the problems, though, is a serious sport, especially the people that do extreme running. And for me, extreme running is anything past 20 feet. Just joke.
I'm with you.
Okay, so
I'm with you.
So these extreme runners, 6 miles, 12 miles, 15 miles. My wife just did one Saturday morning. She did a 15-mile in Nashville.
How do you do that?
Yeah, exactly. And it was 19 degrees out when she did this. And this is the reason why I'm bringing this up this morning. If you're a runner and you are of a mature age, you need to be extremely careful, especially with running in cold weather.
Right.
If you don't want, and I'm not talking about stretching, I'm talking about warming up. And when I talk about warming up, I'm talking about getting your blood circulating throughout your body. If you don't get good blood circulation, you stand a chance of tearing muscles. And the thing that you've started to love or start to enjoy and it's new in your life will come to an end really quickly, because you will tear muscle off bone, you will tear muscle off tendons, and you will tear connective tissue, especially in the cold time. So I always suggest either warm up really well or don't do it during the cold season. It is not the best time to be running out in 19-degree weather. Do it in the warmer seasons when you have better circulation and less likelihood of tearing something. So if you are running and you're having problems, here's what you can find at Alliance Physical Therapy. 7 of our locations have aquatic pools. So why would this be cool? Okay, number one, the pool's temperature is regulated, okay? And because of its buoyancy quality, if you can't put full weight on your ankle or your knee or your hip because you've injured it from running, or even your hamstring or a quad pull or a calf pull, you can get in a buoyant environment in which there's an electric underwater treadmill that can be turned on at a pace that you can tolerate, and you can build your strength and endurance back up in an aquatic environment and get yourself back to running. So for runners, the pool is a great modality for getting you back to running again without you having to be out in the open road again or on your own treadmill trying to get your strength back. You can get back to running much quicker because of the aquatic pool. Now, here's the other thing. With runners, at our facilities, we also have shockwave therapy. So shockwave therapy is kind of like a jackhammer. So if I need to change the plumbing underneath my driveway because they ran the plumbing, I've got to break loose that concrete, that slab of concrete. So I hire somebody to come out, he gets his jackhammer and he starts jackhammering on this concrete to break it loose so I can get down into that plumbing, okay? And so our shockwave's the same way. In your body becomes congested, it becomes hung up. And so the shockwave device is designed to send shockwaves, much like a jackhammer, to break things loose, to get things flowing. So you have an increased blood flow, you get an increased flow of waste products into your lymphatic system out of your body, breaking up the congestion. So those cells that are necessary to help with the recovery and healing into the area where they need to be. So shockwave therapy. We're running out of time here, but manual therapy. Our therapists are all manual trained at all of our facilities. So those of you that are dealing with running issues, pain in your feet, they will put their hands on you. They will find what part of your joint is dysfunctional, which joint is dysfunctional. A lot of runners think that the pain that they're experiencing in their feet are actually from their feet. It's very possible that the pain isn't coming from your feet at all. It could be coming from your knee. It could be coming from a misalignment in your hip, in your low back. So the therapist is trained to evaluate all parts of the kinetic chain. So wherever the weakness is in the chain, that's where they're going to go and fix it. So really good with their hands. And obviously progressive strengthening. So anything from active range of motion where you might be just pumping your ankles, your knees, to TheraBands. You've seen TheraBands. You ever use those in therapy? So they're just elastic material. So it gives you resistance when you're doing ankle pumps or any types of exercises. They're very simple as part of the progression. And then just strength training, whether it's doing deep knee bends or actually using leg press, leg extension machines, your selector rises, and dumbbells. Another great thing for you runners is anodyne. So light therapy. I think we talked about that a little bit. So infrared light. What we know about anodyne therapy is runners or anybody that's suffering from poor circulation, diabetes, anodyne is a great treatment, because what anodyne does is it has a cellular response in your body, and it will increase circulation for up to 4 hours in the area where the anodyne treatment lasts.
Wow.
Yeah. So, hey, you're listening to You and Your Health on Nooga Radio. I'm Alan Valenzuela, your host, and my co-host, Mike Steele. We appreciate you, Mike, for being here with us. Hey, call us, 800-8949, 800-8949. If you have any questions, we'd love to answer them.
That's not a toll-free number. It's 423-800-8949.
My bad. It is.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. So, we'd like to hear from you guys. Thank you for listening.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
Fox News Talk 1240.
There's a reason why Alliance Physical Therapy is the choice of professionals and those who care about first-class, top-notch service and treatment. Because at Alliance Physical Therapy of Chattanooga, we don't just treat the symptoms in your body. Whether you're suffering from stiffness, muscle spasms, back pain, chronic headaches every day, stress of life demanding more and more of you, Alliance Physical Therapy takes a holistic approach to healing mind, body, and soul. Alliance Physical Therapy with a location near you and 9 others in the Chattanooga area. If you don't have a doctor or if your physician's plan for chronic pain is not working, Alliance Physical Therapy will help. Visit Alliance Physical Therapy on the web at nopainpt.com. That's nopainpt.com. Alliance Physical Therapy.
Is your career taking you where you want to go? If not, talk to Covenant Group Insurance, especially if you like helping people. Call and learn how you can work for yourself, but not by yourself. Intense but free training, plus a fantastic lead program, plus office support equals your success, your prosperity. Gross at least $75,000 your first year selling insurance. Call Steve or Jada for a confidential interview. That's 855-8484. Maybe the most important call you'll make all year. Looking for a dream home, or maybe you're just a first-time home buyer? Let an agent get you started today on your house search. If you're a real estate agent looking for a change, see what Exit can do for you. The agents at Exit Realty Scenic City are confident they can sell your house. They can do it in 99 days or less. If no one works harder for you than agents at Exit Realty Scenic City, licensed in Tennessee and Georgia. Exit sells quickly all types of commercial and residential properties and vacant land. Looking for a dream home, or maybe you're just a first-time home buyer? Let an agent get you started today on your house search. If you're a real estate agent looking for a change, see what Exit can do for you. Training, technology, branding, culture, and financial freedom. Again, Exit Realty Scenic City. Call 423-551-EXIT to learn more. Call 423-551-EXIT and learn more.
Terms and restrictions may apply.
We're at the Cantina at Amigos Mexican Restaurant. Yes, ma'am. 2 orders of nachos with beef and beans and 2 beers. Chattanooga loves its Amigos restaurants, but the Amigos in Hickson has something extra. NCAA, the week's big game. How about a house wine? Really good. Big name beers. Just tell Maria what you want. And here at Amigos, margaritas are popular. And it's only $3 a day. If you come here on a game day, Saturday, a Natty Light is only $2.25. Here at Amigos, just during NCAA, Natty Light, $2.25. Amigos Mexican Restaurant in Hickson. The happy hour is 3 to 9 today and every day. I'd say the atmosphere is festive. Look at that huge TV. It's like being amid the fans under a bright sun, but without all the heat. Stay cool. Quench your thirst. Amigos, between the Staples and Hobby Lobby. Take the table next to mine and enjoy the great NCAA game with friend or family here at the Cantina at Amigos Mexican Restaurant. Okay, it's starting.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
101.1 FM Nooga Radio News. Russell Stroud reporting. Thursday at noon is the time for qualification for the mayor's race, and so far 3 have qualified and 1 is drawing closer. Mayor Andy Burke qualifying for re-election, City Councilman Larry Groen qualifying, and businessman Chris Long qualifying for election as mayor. Former City Councilman and city official David Crockett is hoping to pick up papers, but has not yet qualified. He has until Thursday at noon. A UTC football player has been taken into custody after a report of a disturbance at an apartment complex. He's been charged with disorderly conduct, public intoxication, and resisting arrest. Arresting officers say they had to call for emergency backup and that Mr. Pardue was being combative during arrest, swearing and yelling at officers. A crash snarled I-24 on Sunday, killing 1. Another person had to be airlifted to Erlanger Medical Center by life force. 3 vehicles, including a tractor-trailer, were involved in this crash. Photos showing the large truck skidding to a halt inside the median. And the Woodmore Fund has begun distribution of funds to the immediate family members of those affected by the Woodmore bus crash.
And pretty good weather out there through your Sunday afternoon. Highs a little milder between 50 and 52. Tonight, more clouds, not as cold, lows near 40. Morning rain will quickly move in Monday morning. Lots of clouds, highs lower 50s, upper 50s Tuesday. For lunch or dinner, come to Guthrie's, home of the original golden fried delicious chicken finger with their special world famous sauce. Open daily. Locations in Trenton, Signal Mountain, Ringgold, and now 5203 Brainerd Road. That's Guthrie's. And I'm Source Gene 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Hoare. On AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Downtown Chattanooga's home for news, talk, and sports. Nooga Radio 101.1 FM.
All right, we're back with Nooga Radio. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Call in 423-800-8949 if you have any questions. We want to answer those questions, especially if you're having any problems with your health. This hour is brought to you by Alliance Physical Therapy. Alliance has 10 locations to serve you. Call right now. If you're in pain, don't hesitate. If you're having difficulty walking, don't hesitate. You can call right now. Their best to get you in today. If they can find a location in which there's an opening, they will get you in today. Now, it may not be convenient to you, but if you're in pain, you'll want this. And then you can make the rest of your appointments at a location that is more convenient to you after you've had your first evaluation and treatment. Alliance Physical Therapy takes most insurance, 99.9% of all insurances. They have a fee-for-service out-of-pocket fee, so people that don't have insurance can get on the out-of-pocket fee, which I believe is about $80. And then they have payment plans also. So if you're struggling financially, call the business office. They will love to sit down and talk with you and come up with a game plan that fits your needs. Now I don't want to exaggerate this. Obviously, Alliance Physical Therapy is in business, and they can't just give it away, but they will work with you to get you in and help you out with your financial needs as far as physical therapy is concerned. And they'll help you also with what your insurance is able to cover, because a lot of people don't realize that their insurance actually doesn't even cover physical therapy, which is sad. So I'm hoping that's going to get corrected in the coming year with hopefully some better insurance plans. Alliance Physical Therapy, 10 locations to serve you. I'm Alan Valenzuela, your host, president and owner of Alliance Physical Therapy, and I'm here with Mike Steele. Mike, it's good to see you again.
Nice to see you, Alan. You know, nothing against the being a doctor, that profession of working on bones and repairing bones and so on and so forth. And I had an instance with my daughter where part of her body had to be removed, and the doctor was fantastic. And I think where it comes to fixing bones, repairing bones, putting knees together, sewing people up, so on and so forth, doctors do real well with that. And what bothers me is the pill pushing. You know, we have a pill for everything. I'm 59 years old, knock on wood. I don't take any pills. Even if I have a headache, I'll go into a dark room for a couple of minutes, and that'll solve the problem, because normally it's caused by stress. You know, if you take a pill for anything, it's going to affect your body in a negative way too, in my opinion, based on all these fantastic commercials from these brilliant people I see. This pill may cause, your head to explode. It may cause your fingers to fall off, but ask your doctor. So in extreme circumstances, I think we do need medication in extreme pain until we get our body back to where it should be. And in my case, I had walking pneumonia, so on and so forth, and I used antibiotics, and it worked. But I think doctors overprescribe.
Somebody misses me.
You can do that. I think they overprescribe medication, and I think too many people rely on just popping a pill. What are your thoughts on that?
Here it is. It goes back to common sense is the rule of the day. If you're in pain, you know what? I'm grateful that there are pharmaceutical companies out there that have created something to get me out of pain as quickly as possible. Anything left in your body that's toxic to your body is going to be just like what we talked about.
But aren't we just masking it? Can't we just tolerate it for a little bit until we get over it? Come on.
Have you ever been in a situation where,
that's what
that's
I was going to tell you.
We don't all have. I'm not like you.
I'm going to tell you.
Right,
you see how high this ceiling is?
Yeah.
We can. Okay, what, about 8 feet?
Okay, it's 9 foot.
Okay, goofy me. I was at my house 8 years ago, and I was because I always mess with antennas. I'm putting an antenna in the ceiling, putting an antenna actually in the attic. So, and I'm not. Listen, I'll fall just by walking. I mean, I'm not very athletic, and I'm walking between the beams, and I slip, and I fall right through
Ooh.
onto the concrete floor in the garage with my feet. Boom. Now, I was probably 40 pounds lighter, but I hit and I rolled. I was in so much pain you couldn't imagine. I could barely walk for 2 or 3 days, but I did, and I tolerated the pain, and I didn't take pain medication. I didn't go to the hospital, and I worked through it.
Okay, which is awesome for you. But do you eat hamburgers and French fries?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you're putting
Look
toxins
at me.
in your body.
Look
really?
at me, buddy.
It's the stuff. You're sitting here. You'll eat an hamburger and French fries, but you won't take pain medication while you're suffering in pain. So it goes back to what I'm saying. Look, the narcotic was originally.
It's not. If you need to do it, do it. Right.
If you need to do it, do it. It's there for a reason.
But that's why I wanted to lead up to this.
Okay,
if I knew these services were available, I would have come.
Right, the aquatics. But here, you are right about one thing. There is an abuse of opiates in this country, and it's out of hand, and it's creating chronic situations. And it's an industry. It makes money. If I take medications, and you guys, when you get your prescriptions, you see it. Your prescription tells you all of these side effects that could happen. Now, granted, more than likely, it's not going to happen overnight. It's probably not going to happen if you're taking the medication for a prescribed amount of time. But the longer you go on that med, the higher your risk level goes. Okay, so that's where, yes, you got to find better, more natural ways to deal with pain.
And what's morphine called? What class is that in?
So,
or that kind of medication. It's in a higher class.
I'm not sure
that if you possess it without proper authority,
well,
it's a felony.
Yes, it is.
So as a pilot, I don't want that stuff in my body.
Right.
But my point was, I knew it was going to happen. I'd go to the emergency room. They're asking me 1,000 questions. I'm not going to get in for 2 hours, and they're just going to pump me with pills.
But see, that's the emergency room. Yeah.
But let me tell you, if there was an alliance therapy, and I'm not kidding you, because I love hot tubs. Yeah. I love getting near the jets. I love the warm water. I know therapeutically what it would do. I would have called therapy.
You would have, exactly.
I would have if I knew there was one and did the aquatic therapy. I'd have said, listen, guys, I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't need it. I don't have any broken bones, but I want that therapy. I want to feel good. I want the water circulating. That is my point, is that you necessarily have to go to the emergency room every time you sneeze.
No, it's true.
Or if you're in pain, I would try your therapy before I took a pill. I mean, why not? What do you have to lose? You're doing it naturally. Who doesn't like a hot tub?
I mean, it's easy for us to say and talk about that, but everybody's suffering is unique to them and their ability to tolerate suffering.
You don't just think we're lazy.
No,
we're not just. I want to pop the pill instead of getting in the car.
No, it's true. It's true. We have kind of gotten lazy as a people, and in fact, the smart thing to do is, if you don't think your situation requires an emergency room, call an Alliance Physical Therapy.
There you go.
And getting in right away will probably keep you from being on opiates for an extended period of time, and maybe not at all.
Or say go to the emergency room.
Yeah, or keep you from going to the emergency room and causing a burden to our healthcare system. So that is part of the problem.
There you go.
We're going to the emergency room for reasons we shouldn't be going to.
Right.
And you will recover much faster. And the side effects of that, the things that most people don't understand is, you're in pain, and so then you get on opiates, and you turn into a chronic situation. You should have gone to physical therapy, and now you're dysfunctional. You can't go to work. You're depressed. Your family's not happy with you. You can't provide an income. The company you work for is now having to get somebody they're paying twice as much to cover your shifts. Okay, so it becomes a burden to them as well. So it's a loss. I mean, I think a loss of productivity in the United States alone is probably close to $400 billion. Do
you know how spoiled Chattanoogans are?
I don't know.
Spoiled. Chattanoogans are so spoiled. Not only spoiled because there's 10 locations of Alliance Therapy in a small market, where people will complain, I don't want to go over the bridge, it's 5 minutes away. So you have to have 10 locations. But having that kind of service, but having independently owned radio stations, and you independently own your business, and so many of the independently owned businesses that are so unique. Chattanoogans, I don't think a lot that haven't been out of the area don't appreciate what they have here. This Alliance Physical Therapy, you're not getting anything like that unless you're in a major market. And I'm telling you, unless you're in Atlanta, unless you're in Philadelphia, you're in New York, you're not getting that kind of quality service. Well, and listen, I can imagine what this unit cost. I'm looking at this aquatic therapy.
Aquatic therapy units are very expensive.
I could imagine with this
$80,000 to $100,000.
Yeah, that's just for one. Yeah. That's just for one.
So and here's the benefits of this. So again, if you're having trouble walking, you're in pain, and you can't do what we call land exercises. or take land therapy. That's where the pool comes in. We have 7 of them in our facilities. 7 locations have the aquatic pools in them. And so it helps especially the arthritic patient.
Right.
Person's so much arthritis, they can't move, they can't do anything. This gets them out of the house, gets them moving again, gets their blood circulating, gets waste products, lymphatic system. The person that's post-surgery, okay, post-surgery people that are non-weight bearing. A lot of these people come out of surgery and they're non-weight bearing. Doc says you won't be weight bearing for 2-3 weeks, okay, and even then it's partial weight bearing. You can get in this because this will take up to 75% of your weight off your body.
You have to check out this unit. It's so cool. And you stand up in it, and it looks like there's
jets in this thing, so it massages your body, so you get that water agitation to get blood flowing and massage those muscles.
But it's nopainpt.com. You could even pick it up on your smartphone or your smart device.
Nopainpt.com.
And it's aquatic therapy. Jot this number down. Put this in your phone, 877-703-0011, 877-703-0011. You're driving, and you can't write this down and you missed it, you can always email us. Our email is so easy to remember. Noogaradio@gmail.com. Nooga Radio is in Chattanooga @gmail.com for your questions or your comments, or if you need this phone number. Because one day, I guarantee you, you're going to need this phone number. And you don't necessarily have to go to the emergency room. Listen, if I would have done this, I couldn't. My feet were hurting so bad, I couldn't drive a vehicle for 2 days. There was an Uber back then. But today I would have called. It would have cost you $10. Cost you $10 to get there. I'd have called Uber and said, "Listen, here's where I am. Come pick me up." They drop me to
therapy. Exactly.
Take me to therapy.
Yeah.
And it's covered by most insurances.
Yeah, and if it's close, I mean, Uber's is $5-6.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very expensive.
Price of a Starbucks cup of coffee.
The price of investing in yourself to prevent what you're not seeing. Back to that frog effect. You throw a frog in cold water and turn up the temperature slowly. He won't know, and he'll boil to death. But if you throw him in the boiling water, he's going to jump out. And because we don't see the effect of the decisions we make right away, we make bad decisions.
And what is it that men are less likely to take care of themselves as opposed to women? That will hold out for the pain. That it's going to take that much longer for us to make the decision to get fixed.
Do you know why I think that is? And I'm going to talk to myself. My wife, by far, is just, she's a workhorse. She's an amazing person. She works so hard, and she works when she's sick. You know what I do when I'm sick?
I know, we're babies.
I cry like a little girl.
We're babies. Women are smarter than us. They're stronger than us.
They have that mature factor in which they know if I'm not taking care of it, I know I can't depend on my husband to take care of it. Yeah. He's not going to pick up the slack. Yeah. They know they have to keep themselves healthy. They know that they're going to be the only ones that's going to be picking up the groceries and cooking dinner that night. Now, that's not true of everybody. I'm generalizing here. But I believe women understand that cause and effect. They get, if I don't take care of myself, then my family suffers.
You've seen the commercial. I don't get a sick day off.
I haven't seen that, but that's probably the truth.
Commercial with mom. Yeah. Mom wants a sick day, and she can't get it off because the kids are sick. Yeah. She doesn't get that sick day off.
Yeah, women are workhorses, and they deserve more praise and honor than we give them here in the United States. And I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for my wife. So I praise God for her every single day, and I know my kids do, because they would suffer if it was just me. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, we're from the generation where they tried to propagandize us that women or men are the same. In the 70s generation, that's what the government institutions of lower learning did. I call them the public schools, government institutions of lower learning. They tried to propagandize us into, men and women are the same. No, they're not. No, they're not. Every chance I get to hire a woman over a man, I will. Because I can tell you this, and this is in my many, many years of experience, women typically, not all the time. Now, the exception is David Tulis, Steve Johnson, and Russell Stroud. That's why we work together. But for the most part, women will work harder, they're smarter, they pay attention to detail, and they'll work for as much or less than a man. I hate to say that. I can call in over the years and say, this is what I need done. And she'll figure it out, whoever it may be that's got the job. If I have to call a man, and I'm telling you, okay, this is what you do. First you do this, then you do that. Yeah. You got to go down the list. Where if you have a woman working for you, she figures it out.
It's true. It is true.
Do you notice that?
Yep.
Where's the schematic? Schematic? You push a button and you push the thingamajigger up. What schematic do you need?
We love
you
women.
get what
We
I'm talking
appreciate
about.
them and the impact that they bring to society.
And you have
So,
most working for you are women, right? Most of the people working for you are women.
honestly, in physical therapy, the fact is that there are probably more female than there are male. That is fact. And up until recently, I mean, they dominated the field. And your first line of defense aren't all women for us. We have some men that work our front desk that are amazing, but it's a general rule. Women have a great heart. They're more compassionate than we are. They have more tolerance for those people that come in and are discourteous and
they're nurturing.
rude. They are, and they find
Women
a better
are
way
nurturing.
where we just want to aggravate the problem.
Right. And you know, like they will find if a guy insults us, we want to knock him out. If the guy insults them, she will diffuse him. Let me tell you a story. My dad was a cop for many years, 35 years until he retired. And in the 70s, they just started hiring women. And all the males almost all of them were against it, except him. He said, not only do I think it's a good idea, she can learn with me. So the rookie cop rode with my dad. And he told me he would never talk about police work till after he retired. But the argument was, if you have a male and a female police officer and you walk into a bar brawl, she's going to get hurt because these guys are drunk and they're 6'3". Do you know what happened? The exact opposite. Because men were trained to respect women and their moms. So when she walked in, guess what happened?
It was respect factor.
She diffused the situation because she's not buffing up to him. Yeah. She's not going, oh, I'm going to get into the wall. She says, guys, come on, please. You're being left. Stop your foul language. Come on. I'm a woman. And she diffused it. It was the exact opposite effect. And I'm just going to lead into Alliance Physical Therapy with this, is that I don't like men touching me, whether I get a massage or something. But that also, I don't. If I'm going to get a massage, I'm freaky about that.
Well, it's true both ways. Women are the same way.
Okay.
They don't like men touching them, and sometimes they prefer female. And that's one of the things nice about physical therapy, whether it's Alliance Physical Therapy or another company. There are a lot of females in the profession, so you can usually choose. You can say, hey, I just prefer a female or I prefer a male to work on me. And we get that a lot. Right. And we want people to be comfortable. And then there's other unique situations where people they don't want to be treated out in the open with other people. So we have privacy areas, whether it's a room or privacy curtains where they're treated behind curtains. So all the facilities are set up to be able to meet people's needs, because at the end of the day, we can't help you get better if we can't get you in there and comfortable.
Beautiful women, beautiful people, beautiful environment, fantastic facilities. Paint a little picture of Alliance Physical Therapy, one of the 10 locations. When you open the door and walk in, what do we expect? And what's the ambiance? What's the smell? What am I experiencing when I walk in that door?
I would love when you walked in, it had a really nice spa aroma to it. But here's one of the problems with that. A lot of people are allergic to aromas. They have sensitivity, so you've got to be really careful. So we try to keep it that clean smell, obviously, that it's been clean, it stays clean. Otherwise, I would love.
Well, I said that because it's not.
Diffuser or
I don't want people to think you're walking into the YMCA spa room where it's like, oh, it stinks. It smells like it smells clean.
A lot of our facilities, and a lot of facilities have fireplaces in them, home furnishings. We didn't want, the model we chose was a home model. We didn't want a facility where you felt like you walked into a medical facility. I'm going to stop this real quick. We wanted people to feel like they were going into their grandmother's house. You know, you sit up front in real chairs and not those lobby chairs that you see in medical facilities.
Let's talk about the real chairs there when you walk in.
I mean, they're just nice chairs.
No, talk about.
Oh, you're talking about the massage chairs.
Talk about that special chair.
Okay, so if you're not a patient and the chairs, we have massage chairs in our facilities, then you can choose to get in one of our mechanical massage chairs, and they're amazing. For those of you that have tried it, they will massage you. Full body massages for just comfort, for pain relief, and then our patients also get it. It's a courtesy. Everybody that comes to the facility gets it. We have people to drop in just to get that. We have people on our wellness program. Our wellness program costs $50 a month. The massage chairs are part of it.
What is that? What do you get for $50 a month?
So $50 a month. If you went through our program, you'll actually have a program that's designed for you And you would come in on the wellness program and go through that program, and you'll have access to the physical therapist. So
when you say the program, what am I doing?
There's treadmills in there. There's all types of exercise equipment. Okay. There's different modalities that you might be doing, and so the therapist guides you through that program.
Right. I'm not by myself. There's somebody there.
No, you might be by yourself because at that point it's a wellness program.
Okay.
The main point is for you to get through the program and then to ask your therapist for advice, any changes to your program. And this is for people who know that they've probably got issues that are going to always be there, and they want to keep it from ever happening again. So it's kind of like going to the gym, only you've got a licensed professional there that changes up your program, that helps you out with it, and makes the appropriate adjustments as you progress and get better. But the end is one of the perks of this thing. You get to sit in this massage chair, and you get to choose gourmet coffee. I mean, if you like a flavored coffee, there's gourmet coffee there. It's free. It's part of it. And for the price, $50. How much?
You know what
$6 for a cup at Starbucks, right? Yeah. So 10 times you buy 10 cups of coffee. That's $60. So for $50, you get your coffee for free, a massage chair, and your wellness program.
And they may even say Merry Christmas to you. They're going to do that in Starbucks.
Yeah. And then we also have the same thing for the aquatic pools. So the aquatic pools have, I believe, there's $60 and $80 programs where you pay X amount of dollars. So if you're a runner or you're just somebody that went through therapy and you're having issues with your legs, hips, or you can't do land exercise, you get to use the aquatic pools with the wellness program. Again, I think the starting price is $50. I think you get to come in twice a week. $80 is 3 times a week. Something like that. That may not be exact.
And next week, we really want to screen your questions. So let's do it next week. This number, jot it down, 423-800-8949. It's not a toll-free number, but come on. Nobody pays for their phone calls anymore anyway. They're almost all unlimited. 423-800-8949. NoogaRadio@gmail.com. NoogaRadio@gmail.com. I'll tell you what you can do, too.
So, Barbara, just real quick, Barbara. We don't do there are cookies, but we don't do the Otis Spunkmeyer cookies anymore. They got kind of crazy expensive,
Hey,
Otis.
I know.
They got to where they were like almost 70 cents a cookie. That was awesome. We had these Otis Spunkmeyer bakeries and everything. Cookies. People would come in, but what people would do is they would put a bag full.
Yeah, no.
At $70 a cookie, and somebody walks out with 10 of them.
70 cents a cookie. Have them bring the cookies out.
Yeah, so
we're serving.
We do serve some cheaper, not as good as Otis Spunkmeyer. It's sad, I know. We miss the Otis Spunkmeyer days.
And they're light, she says. I mean, light. Oh no, she said ugh. I don't have my glasses on. I love that.
Sorry, Barbara.
But you know what?
You can order those off Amazon.
Next week, if you're on Facebook, you can watch us on Facebook Live and also send your questions and comments through Facebook or through NoogaRadio@gmail.com and jot this number down. This is a number to call in all of our shows. It's 800-8949, 800-8949. Alliance Physical Therapy sponsors this 1 hour just for you. Remember, this 11 to 12 o'clock hour is very important. It's very important to us because we know that these hours, individuals behind this mic share something that you really need. You may not know you need it, but you really do need it. If not now, you're going to need it sometime in the future. 877-703-0011, 877-703-0011.
Call right now for an appointment. If you're in pain, don't wait. We'll get you in as quickly as we possibly can, and more than likely today.
It's nopainpt.com. Nopainpt.com. Get that on your smart device too.
Yeah, 10 locations to serve you. We want to help you. We are the musculoskeletal experts. We can help you with your dysfunctions and problems that you're having. Give us a call.
Yeah, and that manual therapy, I'm just looking here on your site, and basically it's a manual massage.
No, it's not.
No, come on. That's what it looks like. It's not a manual massage.
Hey, we really appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us on Nooga Radio.
Can you give me a massage if I go to the place?
No, not.
Come on, man.
No.
Oh, come
You're
on.
afraid of guys anyway. So
yeah, I'd make an exception with you.
No.
All right, Alan.
Join us next Monday at 11 o'clock, Nooga Radio. We're talking about you and your health, sponsored by Alliance Physical Therapy.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.